In a sun-dappled riverbank, a most unlikely friendship blossomed between tortoise and duck. The warm sunlight filtering through the trees cast intricate patterns on the water's surface, creating a serene atmosphere. One day, duck mothers' broods slipped into the water, their downy feathers fluffing with excitement as they paddled about. But as they played, they grew tired, their tiny wings struggling to stay afloat. The ducklings' quacks turned to distressed peeps as they began to falter. Duck Mother, who had been watching from the shore, flapped her wings anxiously, unsure of how to reach her babies in time. That's when Tortoise, ambling along the river's edge, spotted the distressed ducklings. Without hesitation, he waded into the water, his shell glistening with dew. The ducklings, sensing safety, swam towards him. Tortoise gently scooped them onto his broad back, where they settled, quacking softly as they nestled into the warmth of his shell. Duck Mother, relieved to see her babies safe, swam alongside Tortoise. Together, they glided across the river, the water lapping gently against Tortoise's shell. As they made their way to the shore, the ducklings peeked out from behind Tortoise's shell, their bright, curious eyes taking in the world around them. Tortoise smiled, his wise, ancient eyes twinkling with kindness. Duck Mother swam close, nuzzling her babies and quacking softly, grateful for Tortoise's help. When they reached the shore, Tortoise carefully helped the ducklings onto the grassy bank. They wobbled about, shaking their feathers and chirping happily. Duck Mother settled beside them, her wings spread wide, embracing her reunited family. Tortoise watched, a warm feeling spreading through his chest. From that day on, Tortoise and Duck became the best of friends. They spent their days exploring the riverbank together, Tortoise sharing his wisdom, and Duck teaching him about the joys of flight. The ducklings would often climb onto Tortoise's back, and he'd gently carry them across the river, just for fun. As the seasons passed, their bond grew stronger. Tortoise learned about the importance of family and community from Duck Mother, while Duck learned about perseverance and determination from Tortoise. The ducklings grew up with Tortoise as a trusted companion, and the riverbank became a haven for all the creatures who lived there. One day, a fierce storm rolled in, bringing heavy rains and strong winds. The river swelled, and the ducklings grew scared. Tortoise knew just what to do. He led the way to a nearby burrow, where they huddled together, waiting for the storm to pass. Duck Mother thanked Tortoise, her eyes shining with gratitude. As the storm subsided, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a beautiful rainbow across the sky. The ducklings cheered, and Tortoise smiled, feeling happy to have helped his friends. Duck Mother nudged him gently, and he knew that their friendship was truly special. Years went by, and the legend of Tortoise and Duck's friendship spread throughout the land. Creatures from far and wide came to hear the story of the unlikely duo who had found common ground and become inseparable friends. And whenever they